Hello all, and thank you for being here with us today. This is Manisha, and I welcome you all to the session 3 of the Flutter Festival 2022. Today's session will basically focus regarding the consumption of package in Flutter, the Firebase, and the GCP, and the latest stuff. So today's session will be taken by our facilitator, Mr. Ayush Kejriwal, and he will be guiding us throughout this session regarding the basics, what I told you just now. So, Mr. Ayush, you can proceed forward addressing our audiences.
Thanks, Manisha. First of all ladies like all girls who are watching, Happy Women's Day, and I hope you all are doing well. Let's start this session. Let me share the screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah. So let's start. So as last time you have seen, we have developed the counter application and we have modified a bit, like for minus and into. Hope you all have done some research over that, like tried and tested by yourself. So it will help you today. Now let's just see how you will search for packages. There is official sorry there is official website for this all packages that Flutter has, that is pub.dev. You can search here all the packages. You can see here like what are Flutter favorites, like you can use in every, like on every second Flutter app they use URL launcher. What is URL launcher? Like you can go here and just check it out. So basically you can launch a link from your app from directly to a web, like Chrome or any browser you have installed. So that helps. You can also like use messaging service and email directly. So you can use your like tell that TL. That means you can just dial up the number you have and SMS to or something. Like all of them are there. You can like read the documentation and just there are some examples over here. You can just try it. Also, if you need to install it, like installing, you can go in installing tab. You can either run this command or you can just add this dependency to your pubspec.yaml. So that uh, here it is pubspec.yaml. Last time we have added a Google Fonts thing. Oh, sorry, not Google Fonts, actually English words here. So we can just add over here. I will tell you a VS Code extension which will help you. Now it is inbuilt in Dart as well, but it sometimes works, it sometimes not. So when you hold Control Shift P, it will show you like this three. You can see PubSpec assist, add update dependency, PubSpec assist, add update dev dependency. So there are two types of dev dependencies, normal one and dev dependencies. So dev dependencies are those things which is used only while the development part, like you will not use in the production way. So Flutterlints is a package where it helps you to maintain the best practices of the Flutter. There is a docs called analysisoption.yaml, which uses all your linters and your grammars to like what is the best practices in Flutter to use that grammar of language. So that is used. You can remove that. You can read it over here, like why they recommend it and all that thing. So dev dependencies is something you will not use very much until you are like capable of developing a production level applications. So you can for now skip that dev dependencies. So here I can just, as you can see, PubSpec assist comes when I Control Shift P when I press shortcut, and then I can enter like I want to use this, and just I will write URL launcher. So what it will do is it will like show me from pub.dev like what all packages are there with the same name. So I can choose it from the here. So I will just choose it and it will add it within a second. Like you can see it over here with the latest version of that. And it will also remove some of the comments. So that is a drawback, you can say. But in the overall, it is good. And this also works with like this Dart, the self one. So Dart dependency, add dependency runs this command actually. Flutter pub add this one. So it takes time. So you can just add this and just hit save and it will like automatically run that. So if you are planning to import multiple packages, then this method is great. So I will just show you like what all Flutter extensions I use. So that's PubSpec assist. Pub, this is the uh, extension in VS Code. You can read it more over here. And there are basic snippets of Flutter. So base Flutter package itself. Flutter, like you can install many of them. There are like tons of Flutter packages which will be helpful for you in development, and like it will make your code more easy to write basically. Also you can explore over here like how more packages like cloud file storage for Firebase. We will discuss the Firebase part today. Flutter Svg is a package where you can import Svg and just show it, and all of them are here. So here it is little bit cluttered. Actually, you have to like you can see only popular packages and all that. So there is a Flutter community which maintains this Flutter Gems. It is a very great website, like my go-to website, I can say. So here you can see all like all packages what you need for. So let's say I need a splash screen in my app. Just like you open Spotify, it shows you Spotify logo at the beginning. So I will just click over here and it will show all the splash screens available. So there are many like animated one, like how it will show you animated text one. So you will just import that and use it. So let's say we like this one animated splash screen view. So we will just click over here and it will take us to pub.dev, and here we can read the documentation installing how to install it. Install it, and in the pubspec.yaml they want me to add this. So I will just copy paste that code in the pubspec.yaml, and then I will just use this simple logo, and I can like do it all the things with that. All the examples are written over here. So that's how you search for the packages. And as you can see, like everything is there, pin password thing, feature discovery, like you install a new app, and you want to navigate, like you want your user to navigate according to you, like you want to instruct them that this icon does this, this icon does this. So you can do this, do with this. You want feedback, app update. So all of them are there. Localization enter, like you want your app to be in multiple languages. So these all are packages you want. You want to integrate payment, games, rewards, 3D, or you want to use sensors of your app. Sorry, your phone. So you can use it from here. Just you have to click, like this is the UI and theming. So there are some of the designs which you may want to carry forward. So there are packages which you can use and directly start with the beautiful designs. Like you can see here, how beautiful it looks. Uh, if you know Cred, they use this kind of design only. So that's industry level. And so there is a package which I use most of the time for my like more than many apps I've used built with that. Velocity X. That is a package developed by an Indian only, and it is like Pawan Kumar. If you search in YouTube, he makes great YouTube videos with in Flutter. So you can just like watch him. He does a lot of things, and he maintains this package as well. So you can go in the GitHub doc and start using, and you can see like it has like very different kind of what you can say syntax, uh, like dot syntax they prefer. Like it has a text thing, so you can like directly, now we use this type of widget, text, and then we write the name and then we like do it. You can just skip to this thing, like you'll just need, you can add styles and things directly with dot convention. So currently we use text thing like this. Yeah, so it is more of a bit of a cluttered way, but this is native, but you can use this package, and it is great for fast development. Like if you need the app within 2 days or 3 days, if you're participating in a hackathon, that package is great. Like you need just a basic app, but you want it to look good. So there are themes where you can like switch between themes. All the packages you can know over here. I will it is Flutter Gems. You can just Google it and it will show you. Or like here, let's say we will come down and see for the Firebase part, since we will focus more on this today. So what all uh, we get from Firebase. So basically Firebase auth is there, Cloud Firestore, that is their database, messaging, that is their notification thing, storage is normal storage where you can store files. Core is the basic package which you need to use while using Firebase. So there is a full documentation, Flutter Fire it is known for, and yes, here it is. So this all are the packages that we have, and how, with which type of thing it is compatible, it is also written over here. Like for mobile, everything is working. For web, some parts are working, some are still in under progress or haven't developed yet. And for Mac OS or Windows, different part, it has different things. So you can go and just read it over here. Get started will take you to this screen, and you will just see the. So let me show you what is Firebase basically. So Firebase is a serverless tool for your app if you don't have a backend engineer with you every time. Like backend developer, you need to send the API and call it. So you can skip that using Firebase. Like I use in most of the. This is the basic uh, thing, and when you will get started, it will show you like login. It will tell you to login. I will not log in. I have already logged in. So I will go to the console. So how does the console look? Basically, it has all your applications. As you can see, I have like 10 approx 10 applications with that, and I have made some. Let me show you like mm, which one I will show. Let's say so URL. So I have built this URL shortener in Flutter way back. So what all things you get in Firebase? Let's see. It is there is authentication, as I said, Firestore database, that is NoSQL database, real-time database, you can use it for chats and things, storage, hosting, you can host your app over here. I have hosted couple of them with that. Functions, you can write functions, that automated functions with that. This thing is, you need to like pay something to them. So you can skip that for now. Like you can use ML functions with uh, that as well. Crash analytics. So crash analytics is like if your app crashes, like you have 100,000 users, but you don't know like how they are using it, so you can just see monitor it over here. So performance will tell you like how they are navigating and all that stuff. You can like see all the videos over here. If you go through, just create a project over here, and you will get all the videos and how it works. Everything documented very well. So There is app distribution, like you can directly link it with your Play Store app. So it will, when you release it over here, it will just automatically release it over there as well. You will skip all the between process. So analytics, as I said, there is a dashboard like how much users are using per day that app or similar kind of stuff. Like it will load and I will show you. So you can see like in last 30 days I have 20 users. In last 7 days I have one user which has used this app, and which all countries are using this app. All the, like all of them. How much average time it is there in your app. Like user visits your app, for how much time they stay in the app. All of them you can just see it over here. Like see how they're navigating from where to where. They go to my first visit page. Like you can define that, all this stuff, and you will just get that. Sorry. And there is a total revenue. This revenue thing is basically ads. Google ads, as you have all seen, there is an, in all the like basic game apps, there is ads coming. So you can just integrate Google ads and you will just, you have power to. So I don't know why this country has so many visits in my website, but yeah, you can just real time track like who all are using your app at that time. If you open that my website, then it will show one, two, and where are you from. Like all that stuff can be seen here. Then there comes cloud messaging. So cloud messaging is a thing where you can send notification to your app, like send your first message. I will just go here and me- create a message, and I can see like who have clicked on it, or how have they opened it, or like you can monitor that as well. And you can send anonymous, not anonymous, you can send notifications one app to another. Like you have two apps, one consumer and one let's say consumer, and let's say like Zomato, you have the delivery app as well. So when you request a delivery from your app, the delivery one boy gets the notification that you have a delivery in these locations. Do you want to accept all kind of that stuff? You can all do it from here. In-app messaging is a thing like you have seen in car, let's say Amazon. They pop you up like your like how I can explain. जैसे ऊपर में एक ऐड आ जाता है कि आपका, आपने ये कार्ट में ऐड किया था, तो ये अभी इतना प्राइस कम हो गया तो खरीद लो. तो उस टाइप का इन ऐप में एमएल यूज करके यू कैन सेंड. Remote config क्या होता है? Remote config is a thing where like you have certain data in your app which can change. Like I have this thing set it up under maintenance. So if my app is under maintenance, or like my APIs are not working, I am working on that. So I don't want my user to face that. So I will, for a period of time, like say uh, an hour or two, until I fix it, I don't want them to use the app. So I will just show the screen like I don't want, we are facing some issues. So just bear with us. And once we are done, I will turn back to false and they can use it again. So that you can do. There are dynamic links. So you have seen like when you click a Flipkart link, it opens in your app, not in the web browser. So how do they do that? They are dynamic links. So once you use that link, like they short make a link and they navigate to that screen of in the app which you have installed in. Like you have to use the parameter and all of that stuff. Using that you can use dynamic links, which is great. Like I have implemented in an app. It's too hectic, but it's fun to do. Then ad mob, you all have like seen the ads upcoming in your phone, and you can earn, basically you can make your projects publish in your in Play Store, and you can just make revenue with that using AdMob. Don't push too much ads. Make that product which user wants. So that's this authentication. Let's know which all authentications we have. We have here, like I have implemented phone and Google Auth, so you can see what all you can. So here are the, you can use Facebook, normal email ID, password, anonymous, anyone logins who wants to log in anonymously, Microsoft, Twitter, Yahoo, GitHub, Apple, anything you want. Like all of them are almost here. So that's it. And you can just like put it over here if you have domains. Like I have this domain, so I registered over here so that they work with sign like Google and phone, like they can send the notification and all that stuff. So you have to do that. There are templates, like you can send email, like no reply email you have seen over your email, so they can be sent from here with your personalized thing usage. You can see the how you your customers are using your data. So there are couple of reads and writes issues with Firebase. So they provide a limitation to how much you can read data or write data. So they have 5 GB of storage, but you can uh, pull and push the data up to 1 GB only per day. So that's the limit. You can write only in database. You can write only 20,000 writes per day, or some kind of like that figure. I don't remember. You can see it over here. So in usage, bills and quota, you can see, like you can explore that stuff. That's so Firebase is a GCP product. So everything you will go, you already have a GCP. When you sign up for Firebase, you already have a GCP setup in the backend. So as you can see, like this project already is there in GCP. I can also use GCP products like maps and anything I want. So that's the thing. So here you can see like how much it has used, and how like you can also search for the like how much they provide free data. For small projects, it is very good. Like you can use it default. So let's go into the project settings and show you over here. So when you create a project, let me create a project actually. Let's go to Firebase console. I will create a new project. Let's say Flutter Festival. So this is the process. You can just directly log in and create a project. So you can enable or disable any of them. That let it be and just continue. So I have to select an account. I have couple of them. You will have single one, so you can select that, and I will create a project. It will take few seconds. Until then, if I want to, like this was the app, so if I want to add basic packages of Firebase in this, I will just add a dependency over here, and I will write Firebase core, Firebase auth, Firebase, and sorry, analytics. So it will ask one by one and add it one by one as well. So as you can see, it can add multiple with the single click. So it didn't add the analytics. So let it be. We need only auth over here. So for using Firebase, you have to add core in the sorry, in the dependencies. I will just close the app for now, and I will show you how to set up your uh, Android thing with that. I don't have iOS device, but yeah. So first you will import this packages in your PubSpec, and you will save it. It will run PubSpec. Sorry, PubSpec I mentioned. pub get, and it will import all the packages. Make sure to have like compatible versions. If you like change a version, like if you don't use latest, then compatibility issue may come, and it will show you in the output to use that version or thing. They will like tell you just use this version, not that this version, uh, because old like if you see some tutorial in the net, they have old versions of this, and they didn't support null safety. So if you have null safety app, and if like Flutter 2.323, that is null safe. If you I change over here 2.3.0, then it will go to not null safe, like there are nulls without null safety when Flutter didn't introduce null safety in their app. So they that you have to handle a bit. So once you have added, let's go over here. Since our project setup is complete, we will continue, and you can see it over here, like how the basic screen works. All of things will not be initialized at the starting. You will have to click get started and all that stuff. So let's go ahead with project overview and add Android. So you can just click it over here, Android, iOS, or web. So I have Android app, so I will click it over here. So you have to give the name. So where you will find this name when you have set it up. So you have to remember it. But if you didn't remember, you can always come here in the Android manifest. So this is the Android folder in the my like repo, you can say. So inside that there is app folder. Let me like increase the app folder, then source, then it comes main. Under the main, you need to go to Android manifest.xml. You can see over here what is the name of your app. So this is the name, com.example.counter. So generally the com.example is basic one, which Flutter gives by default. You can change this using the package that is what was that, like you can change it. There is some package which will change all the stuffs from your, like you can change your package name with that. So I will give this app name demo, and this one is the debug key which you will need it when you use auth or things. So phone auth and Google sign in, when you will use, you will need this thing. So I will just leave it for now, and when I register my app, it will take a minute. Then it will show me and this. So you need to download this file and add it over here. As you can see, it is showing under the app. There is a build Gradle. Along with that, you have to add this. So I will just drag it in my this, and under the app, I will leave it. So it will add it over here. So when you close this profile and this, so you can see all with this project is now added with my Flutter app. So here it is, and after that we need to change some bits and pieces to make Flutter know like we are integrating Firebase. So we will use this. They are showing like all steps are shown over here. So you can just go ahead and copy them and check if they are there or not. So I will first go to build.gradle. There are two build gradles. One is inside the app and one is outside the app. So you have to take care of that. So it will tell like project, then build gradle, that is outside the app one. So we'll click that and add this dependency. So we'll go here, build.gradle. Sorry, that is settings. The Yeah, so Android build.gradle. So here I will add the class path here. So it was asked to add dependency and the dependency section. So I will add this. Google, it is already there. I will not add it again. Here also Google, it is already there. They have also shown that like you have to add Google over these two things. So I will just skip that. Now I have to add this line under this line. So com.android application, com and this apply plugin. I will just copy it from here. So if you use Java Kotlin, that doesn't matter in Flutter as much. You can just go ahead and just copy that. Now they want me to add it over the app one. So I will go here, and as you can see over here, apply plugin com.android application. So also my app uses Kotlin. You can check it over here, like if your app uses Java or Kotlin. So now below that, I will just add this plugin and save it. And there are more couple of them. So I have to install this tool. Like if you use analytics, you have to add this. If you don't use, don't add it. Since we don't use now, we haven't imported the package of the analytics. We will just skip that. We will use this. This is necessary step. So I will go down in the dependencies and I will add it here. So there is also, as you can see over here, compiled HDK version. Let me like give a overview what is build.gradle. So application ID is here, minimum HDK version. That is your Android version, like which Android version you want to use. Like I can remove some of the packages need a particular minimum SDK, like if you can say fingerprint one. So fingerprint was not there in Android Lollipop or thing. So you have to just skip that version and set the minimum SDK version to 19 or 20 according to the latest one. Currently it is 31 or 32, I guess. So target SDK version, like what is your audience? Like you are expecting, like currently we have Android 10 in all of the apps, so you can just specify it over the your version code, like that you can leave version code and version name that Flutter manages separately. You may need to change this. You sorry, compile SDK version to like 1920. You have to remove flutter.compiled SDK version to 19, and like you will see in the documentation, or Flutter will all say you in the command line that you have to change this bit to run this thing. So take care of that. For now, I will just save it. I already saved this, and now let's skip that sync now thing, and you are ready to use the Flutter with Firebase. Now I will go to the authentication and I will click get started. So it will take a while. Let's say I'm using for now email password. So I will just go and enable it. Email link. So passwordless sign in. You want like have you seen like in Medium or thing they send a verification link to your mail, and just when you just click it, they just make you sign in the that app. So that is the thing. I will not enable it for now, and I will save it. So as you can see now it is there. I can just delete the provider and all of that stuff. There will be a user created. I can just create a demo user over here, like abc@gmail.com, let's say, and I will give the password 12256 and add the user. So it will add the user here. Now they give us user UID, which is this, which is unique for every user they sign in, and you will see here providers like what they have used to sign in your app, and when it was created. Once you sign in your app, it will also show you the date that day last they have signed in. Like if your user regularly signs out and signs in, you can just see it here, or you can just sort it from that. So now let's go to Flutterfire and see how they want me to. All of things are there. Like they want me to add this Flutter core dependency, which we have already added. Now they want me Flutterfire config. You can just like use CLI tool of Flutterfire which is good, but I didn't use it, so let's keep that. And it is very latest, like they have released last 2 months back on. So now what you have to do, you have to write this thing. So I will just copy and paste it in my main. Let's close all this. We have done all that part. Let's come in the main. So here you can see I already have run app. So in above that I will add this. So now they have some errors since the packages are not uh, imported yet. So I will use control dot to show me like what all packages I have with that. So here, as you can see, Flutter core, it is here. I will just hit enter, and for await, you have to make function async so that it will wait until the basically Firebase gets initialized. I can just remove the options. We have already, so options is basically you can skip that because we have already added the Google services, so it will automatically import that. If you use like Firebase is not there for Windows or Mac it is there, I guess. And as you have seen that Flutter Fire thing, what all packages they have, and you can see to it. So you can use the CLI or you can just add this. Once you have added this, the basic Flutter setup is done. Now you have to select the thing which you want to implement. Like for now, we will go with authentication. We'll just click the overview and you can see the basic video what is authentication and stuff. Like you can just add it. We have already added the Firebase auth. Now usage comes in. A second, yeah. So now we have to also create this instance, like for auth instance, it is there. And then secondary app we don't have, so we will just go with this. So when we will use auth, then we have to initialize that. So we will then I'm not implementing. It needs a bit of work with state management. I can't implement in this app, but I can show you in another one. Let me see if I have any projects with authentication. Okay, let's show you the show URL thing only. Hmm, projects. Oh, you can see this thing. So this is a basic app in which I am using GetX. GetX is a state management. So you can see it over here. So I have in here as well. You can see Firebase. I have initialized app, and then I have some functions with that. As you can see, this is a large project. So accordingly, there it is auth service. So what we do in auth service in this, I have implemented Google sign in. So you can just sign in with a click. Eh, since all of you have Google in your like Android phone. Without that, it doesn't run. You can just sign in with that. Ignore the errors since packages are outdated. They will show you error. So you can just sign in with Google. There is a function, and if I have also implemented for the web. So K is web is a thing where you like if your app is running on the web or not, it will tell you that. So if my app is running on the web, I will try to sign in, and there's exception handling in Flutter. So try catch is already there, just like Java or any other programming language. So there is VX toast that I said velocity X. It allows me to create a toast in things like web or app. So you can see it over here. So these all things are there in Firebase. I guess Firebase is a sorry. So Firebase can help you, but for all that, once you use the basic Flutter thing, you will be more acquainted that how they work and how you can use that all of them. With that you can make your own social media like Insta or Facebook. So just go over there. So I will show you today like how you can request an API. So there is a package called do or HTTP. So let me show you HTTP dot or Flutter, I can say. Many articles are there in Medium, and so you can just go over there and give it a read. So there you have to import this, and just you have to give the URI dot parse. You have to give the URL. You can then use post or and get request. If you know about post and get request, then you can just use the APIs, public APIs to do that. If you go to my GitHub, I have a project known as Notify Me that uses government API. So I'm just Notify Me. So this uses government API and make you like alert you about the slots of your vaccine. So I have used here basic government API to do that. Here you can see how I made it. You can go through my code, and I have some basic Flutter projects as well. Go to my ID in repository. You can see like go for language. You can just go for that, and you can see like I have made a clubhouse clone kind of thing, and some of them are there. Notify Me and ITER IO. If you are from ITER, you may have heard of it. Second year maybe. In first year, I have not maintained the app. You can go here and read the code actually. So in this you can see like many folders are there and all that stuff. How I manage it and how I have done. And if you know how to use Git, you can go like commit by commit. You can go in the history, like I have more than 100 commits over it. So you can see how my progress went from like this was my second app with Flutter only. So you can go ahead and see that like how I managed to build it. And I have some games I have made with that. And this is COVID-19 like uh, stat tracker basically. So I worked on the UI part. This was the first app from which I started learning. So you have to just start learning, and everything will fall into the place automatically. So I guess that will be all for today. I hope you all have done some projects with, like last time I have told you to complete a task and like maybe tweet it over Twitter and tag me. So that's it. If you have some questions, you can ask me. This was the basic introduction to Firebase. You can put your questions in chat or comment box. So there are 13 people in chat. Do you have any doubt? Like you can ask me freely. I can guide you with that. You can see the previous videos in YouTube. They are there in GDSC ITER.
If you're having the queries, you can put your queries in the chat box. We'll reach you soon to get your queries clear.
I guess we can then just end it if they don't have any doubt.
Okay, so this was indeed an amazing session. I'd like to convey my special thanks to Mr. Ayush Kejriwal for managing the session so well. So I believe you gave a good insight to all our students regarding the package consumptions, regarding the Firebase and the GCP. So thank you all for joining us today and for sharing all your queries and how you just cleared all the points. So thank you so much and have a nice day and happy Women's Day to all the women present over here.
वो पिछले वाला फ्लटर का जो काउंटर बनाना था वो कब सबमिट करना है?
ऐसे सबमिट नहीं करना, वो तुम्हें अपना ही सीखने के लिए मैंने
प्रैक्टिस के लिए
बोला
ना सिर्फ?
हाँ हाँ, तुम बनाना स्टार्ट करोगे तो लाइक it will be helpful for you to just get started with it. Anything else, or we can just end it over here? Okay, thanks for attending this session. Bye bye.